Alright, so today's video is unfortunately not going to be a little bit different. Today we are going to watch a clip here of Ben Shapiro go on to his show and say that no health insurance, having zero health insurance, is actually better, scientifically proven better than having Medicaid. No way, I'm not making that up. Yes, this is completely laughable and also very, very scary at the same time. Here is Ben Shapiro doing what he does best, fucking lie.
So the House Energy and Commerce Committee is responsible with coming up with $880 billion in the savings. But the reason the Democrats are saying that's all coming from Medicare and Medicaid is because the House Energy and Commerce Committee presides over programs like Medicare and Medicaid. So House Minority Leader Hakeem Jeffries, he, of course, is suggesting that's exactly where all the cuts are going to come from. They're going to come from Medicare. They're going to come from Medicaid. They're not going to come from Medicare. President Trump does not want any cuts to Medicare. Medicaid is a bit of a different story, and we'll get into that in a moment, because the truth is Medicaid is one of the great boondoggles in American public policy. We expend literally hundreds of millions of dollars a year. We expend literally hundreds of billions of dollars a year on Medicaid, and the returns on Medicaid are truly atrocious, just speaking in terms of public policy, speaking in terms of health outcomes.
Yeah.
There's some good studies that actually demonstrate that Medicaid coverage is no better than you having no coverage and just going for emergency care to the hospital.
So, this is the first thing that I want to address here. Ben Shapiro said that there are studies, really good studies, that literally say that it is better for people to have no insurance than it is to have Medicaid. So I Googled this. I Googled no insurance is better than Medicaid. I Googled that. And I scrolled down the first page, and I found nothing. I scrolled down the second page, and I found nothing. I scrolled down the third page on Google, and I found nothing. I scrolled down the fourth page, and I found no scientific studies, no studies at all, that say that having no healthcare coverage is better than not having Medicaid. But then I went to page 6, because, maybe it's just it's the radical left trying to bury this groundbreaking research, right? Oh, nothing on there either. Oh, wait, the next page. Still nothing that says that. Let's go to the next page. Oh my goodness gracious, would you look at that. Page 7, and still absolutely nothing. Let's go to page 8. Oh my goodness, would you look at that? Still no studies popping up on Google that say that. Zero, nada, zip. Let's go to page 9. Yeah, we're getting deep. We're getting into the bowels of Google search here. Page 9. Nothing. Nothing. Let's go to page 10. Would you look at that? Absolutely fucking nothing. And when we do look, this is an article I found from 2017, so it's a little outdated here. Let me move it over so you guys can see it. It says, how Medicaid enrollees fare compared with privately insured and uninsured adults. And what do we see here? Medicaid enrollees report better care experiences than the uninsured and similar experiences as the privately insured. What? No, it can't be the truth. Not on Ben Shapiro's show, not at the Daily Wire. Again, this is not new news. This is very obviously true. But Ben Shapiro has to lie. He has to keep his audience uninformed. He has to make sure that his audience is so dumb, so stupid. But let's continue here.
Why? Because the reimbursement rates on Medicaid are so low that doctors don't even take Medicaid. Good doctors don't like taking Medicaid because the reimbursement rates are pennies on the dollar of what they could earn from private insurance.
Yeah, guys, yeah. Privatized healthcare is one of the best things America's ever done. It's so great. It is so fucking awesome, especially because, like I just said, like I just showed, people on Medicaid have similar healthcare experiences than people with private healthcare insurance. So great. Tiered healthcare. It makes total sense. If you don't make a lot of money, you just don't deserve it. You don't deserve to have healthcare. You don't deserve to have Medicaid. Fucking go to the hospital if you need care, because that's really cheap. You know how cheap it is to go to the hospital if you have something wrong with you? Hospitals are notorious for being extremely cheap, right? In America. Very, very cheap. Even with insurance. Super cheap to go to the hospital. Super duper cheap. And I don't actually have anything about this pulled up, but Ben Shapiro can say whatever he wants about Medicaid. Not having Medicaid is better than not having any insurance. Bitch, there are people that have prescriptions. They have to take medicine every single day, every other day, whatever. Maybe multiple prescriptions. Medicaid makes it so those prices for those people that need to take those prescription drugs are fucking cheaper. I have family members that, even with their private insurance, their prescriptions are hundreds of dollars. And this is a month. Hundreds of dollars. Having no health insurance, saying that having no health insurance is literally better than being on Medicaid is one of the most laughable and just downright fucking dumb things I have ever heard of in my entire life. But he gets even deeper into this. He says something that I think is even just more absurd, maybe, possibly.
Medicaid is, in fact, a giant government make-work program that does not have particularly good outcomes. But just as with every giant government make-work program, it has now become a third rail of American politics. Hakeem Jeffries and Democrats are, of course, going to suggest that it's tax cuts for the 1%, and on the basis of that, it's going to be cuts for the poor. Let's be realistic about this. The only people paying taxes in the United States of America on an income level are the people in the top quintile.
Do you hear what Ben Shapiro said? The only people in America that have to pay taxes, right? That have to pay taxes are the people that the top 1%. The top 1% are the people who always have to pay taxes. Well, that's also just not really fucking true. Let me move over again, once again, so you guys can see everything. Tesla reported zero federal income tax on $2 billion of U.S. income in 2024. Elon Musk's company avoided almost all federal income tax on nearly $11 billion of U.S. income over 3 years. Oh, what's this? Jeff Bezos, Elon Musk, all of the richest people in the entire world did not pay a penny in federal income tax over multiple different years? What? No, it couldn't be. It couldn't be the truth. No, of course not. And who pays and doesn't pay federal income taxes in the U.S.? Again, obviously the people who make the most money in this country, the people that make 20, 30, 40, 50 million dollars a year, if that's who you are, they're going to get taxed at a higher rate than people that aren't making that much fucking money. That's how it works. But again, richest people, I believe the word he said was top quintile, don't pay fucking the taxes that they're supposed to pay. They don't. This is, again, not new fucking news. This is not new news. We don't need to fucking look at that. And again, I need to hone in on this point specifically, though. This budget is going to make it so millions of people lose healthcare coverage. I went over this article specifically. There are going to be so many people across the country that are going to lose healthcare coverage because of these cuts to Medicaid. And there are, from the oldest person that you could possibly think of to a child, that are going to lose access to healthcare if these Medicaid cuts happen. And Ben Shapiro wants to start and say, oh, well, Donald Trump said he doesn't want to cut Medicaid. He doesn't want to do anything like that. You know who else fucking says shit like that? And this is completely off topic, and I'm kind of going off the rails a little bit. Anna Kasparian. I made a video about this. This is the last video I think I have on the channel. Anna Kasparian literally said the exact same thing Ben Shapiro said in this video. Donald Trump said he doesn't want to do it. So, guys, I mean, we should take him at his word, because Donald Trump is notorious for never, ever telling a lie. He is, Honest Abe 2.0, really. Here we go. We're going to finish.
In terms of net taxes paid, net of benefits received from the government, the only people paying any level of net income taxes in the United States are people in the top income quintile. Everybody else is receiving on net money from the federal government. So if you're going to cut taxes, who else presumably is going to have their taxes cut? How would that work? By the way, it also happens to be the case that the Trump tax cuts disproportionately affected people in actually the middle income quintiles.
Yep, there we go. There is Ben Shapiro doing what he does best once again. Completely fucking lie to his audience. Completely lie about everything that he pretty much just said there. Yeah, the richest people in the world, they don't pay taxes like they're supposed to. The uber rich are not taxed at a high enough rate. And having Medicaid is much, much better than not having health insurance. Do not take Ben Shapiro at his word. If there's any Ben Shapiro fans watching here, do not go to the hospital if you just need simple care and, whatever. Just I don't even know. I really don't know how to respond to a clip like this when it is so fucking absurdly stupid and wrong. I don't know how his audience can eat this up. With that being said, I know it was a short one. We didn't go over exactly everything in depth in this one. That's going to be it for the video, guys. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, press that little bell, turn on all notifications so you guys never miss an upload. And of course, go and check out my other two videos that I uploaded recently. One about Ethan Kleinist, and then one about Anna Kasparian, literally saying the exact same thing that Ben Shapiro said in this video that I showed you guys today. Have a good one.